Good morning, everyone. How you doing? I would like to start off this video by apologizing for my absence to the YouTube channel. Um, it's been tough. It's been a tough 3 years. I know it's no excuse. I know I should be helping you guys out, but at the end of the day, life sucks, and it's been a tough 3 years. 2019 lost my mom. 2020 was a pandemic, and 2021 I lost a brother of mine from the firehouse. So it's been tough. It's been tough, but been getting through it. This year I haven't really focused on. I've helped a couple of veterans, but it was just one of those that I had this year. I had to really focus on myself, and with focusing on myself, I do have a CMP coming up. I know I mentioned in previous videos in regards to the CMP and trying to get permanent total, based on research, based on knowledge and facts. I kind of might be having trouble in regards to it, but I will keep you guys updated on what's been going on. Again, I've been doing my own VA work, my own VA led work, networking with other with VSOs. I can't say other VSOs because I'm not a VSO, but networking with VSOs, and hopefully, oh, and obviously doing my own appointments that I would like to be able to catch you guys up on what's been going on. Let me start off with one of the things that I wanted to mention, which is wanted to mention to you guys, which I believe is very important to let you guys know. So the VA already has a list of data of everyone who has private insurance, and obviously, at this point, we're at the point that is no longer a HIPAA violation. So if you have private insurance and you never shared that with them, if you're like 100% or whatever it is, whatever type of percentage it is, they already have access to it, and they're hitting up every veteran that goes to be seen for a non-service connection. They're hitting up their private insurance in order to help them with their cost, which is understandable. But I was frustrated when I started receiving letters from my private insurance stating of copays and of going to getting charged for service connections. Well, for being seen for my service connections. And the crazy part is that I had to call billing and the VA billing and let them know, look, I'm being seen for my service connections. It is nothing new. If I go to the ER and request help, request to be seen for my service connections, why am I being charged for them? Why is my private insurance being charged? Why are you giving so much information out there? Isn't that part of a HIPAA violation? It's like somebody's not doing their proper homework and they're giving away way too much information to my private insurance, in regards to what I'm being seen for, something that I try to keep in private. So I don't know. I'm going to research more into that, look into it, because somebody messed up. But at the end of the day, yes, they already have my private insurance information, which Uncle Sam will always try to get their hands in everybody's pockets no matter what. The other thing I wanted to mention is that make sure you look into your billing. So if you have a private insurance and they're hitting up your private insurance for something that you're already service connected for, make sure to call the 1-800 number, and for the VA, and request to talk to billing, the billings department, and let them know the dates that you are being charged for. Obviously, from what the explanation that they gave me was that even if it says that there's a copay, you don't pay that copay. So what the VA does is that they'll charge the insurance, get as much as they can for what you're being seen for if it's non-service connected, but you don't have to pay a copay towards the VA. The VA, they do is wash it. And this is coming from one of the VA I guess reps or agents. I don't know how true that is, but it is what it is. This is what I was being told, and I'm just sharing what I was being told. Somebody else might be able to correct me or correct that agent, but don't shoot the messenger. Next thing I wanted to talk about is that on top of making sure that you take care of your billing information, make sure you stay on top of your appointments. I know a lot of people tend to ask me, oh, but once you hit 100%, should I worry about going to appointments, or should I even go? Should I not go to appointments at all, or should I just disappear, drop from the face of the earth? Listen, I know I've constantly told people, everyone's situation, everyone's claims are different, and every rater will rate a veteran differently. Again, it's up to you if you want to continue your appointments. And the reason why I say this is because I recently came across an article about an Army vet. I'm pretty sure a lot of veterans that are service connected know about this. Came across an article about an Army vet, which the IG ended up coming down on for fraudulent claims in regards to paralysis. And the Army veteran is putting out their pictures on his Instagram that he is working out, shows that he is not paralyzed from his hip on down, shows him working out at the gym, standing, taking selfies. Listen, an Army veteran like this that was able to get by the system, and he knew that he got by the system. Again, I don't judge at all on how you got service connected, whether it's fraudulent or not. I don't condone it, but I'm not here to judge you. You go about your business however you want to become service connected. But I know that if he would have probably had a VSO, he would have been advised not to go that route. Again, for those of you that are legit, service connected, that your service connections are good to go, that you're telling the truth 100%, by all means, I promote that. I don't promote fraudulent claims. I just show you and will tell you what I've been through, questions that I've been asked, in order for me to get service connected. Like if I tell you should put in a claim for your back, but you don't have a back problem, or if I go and put in a claim for my back and I don't have a back problem, that is a fraudulent claim. So if I'm faking an injury on my back, but I don't know what it's like to actually have those injuries, it's pretty fucked up, but I do know what it's like to have that back injury, and that's what I'm trying to get to. I understand what the pain is like to be frozen, what it's like to not be able to move or get out of bed, what it's like to go into a frozen position when you cough, you sneeze, picking up your kids. It's amazing that at such young age, I'm experiencing all of this. But for someone who faked a paralysis, to be out there flaunting it as if, oh, hey, I got away with it, and now you're being investigated by the IG. You had the audit. You knew you were having an audit. Like right now, I guarantee I am being watched. I'm going through an audit, but I stay on top of my appointments. I do what I have to do. I go to the ER. I go to everything. I do everything I need in order to be taken care of, in order to subside the pains that I'm going through, whether it's PTSD, whether I'm talking to my psychologist, psychiatrist, going to the ER for muscle relaxers to be taken care of. There's certain things that I can't do, for long periods of time, like mow my lawn. Literally mowing my lawn would take me probably an hour, but for me, mentally, it is soothing, but physically, it is hard on my body, because sometimes the shit that I think of sometimes gives me anxiety, so I have to come in and take a shit. But at the same time, when I go back out there, it takes a toll on my lower back, so it takes a toll on my hands, on my wrist. So I have a self-propelled lawnmower, which I should go and get a riding lawnmower. But at the end of the day, a riding lawnmower and a self-propelled lawnmower still puts a toll on my wrist. So, these are things that even at the end of the day, if I was to be getting audited and they see, oh shit, that he's mowing his lawn. Yeah, I'm mowing my fucking lawn, and look how long it fucking takes me to mow my fucking lawn because of my conditions. And me mowing my lawn exacerbates my condition. So what am I supposed to do? Not mow my lawn, let my lawn get dirty, let it grow as wild out there, have a huge 1 acre bush. I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, I still have to take care of things around the house. It might take me forever, but I still have to do it. It might exacerbate my conditions, but I still have to do it. So it is what it is. These are things that I want you guys to know that the article that's out there, shame on that veteran. Shame on that veteran. You got away with something, but then you went out there and was a little too extra with your service connection. You should have just shut up. You should have not been flaunting it, and it is what it is. But you got what's coming to you, But for those veterans, because of this article, it is not to be scared. If you are legit service connected, continue doing what you're doing. It is not for you to go into hiding. Mind you, if you have like a back, if you have carpal tunnel, and you're only able to do but so much, then do it. But if you can't stand, if you can't get out of bed, and you want to get the lawn mowed, listen. That's what the service connections are for. That's what that compensation is for. That compensation is to help you hire a lawn lawn service company to be able to come and mow your grass. Hire someone to come and take care of things around the house, or get house cleaning services, whatever it is. That's what the compensation is there for. I know I use mine for my to be able to see my psychologist. My psychologist ended up leaving the VA a long time ago, so I pay for the services, and that's what I use my compensation pay for, to help me with those services, because I am not willing to tell my story over and over and over again to people, to like different psychologists. And on top of that, the VA now is just therapists. You go and see a therapist. It's not like you're seeing a psychologist. So at the end of the day, I want to stay with my psychologist, and I want to be able to continue my treatment through the same psychologist that I started out with. So that's how I see it. And lastly is I mentioned that I'm going through an audit. I'm going through my 5-year audit. So this month I'm supposed to be getting a letter in regards to my compensation and pension for my service connection. So I'm at the 5-year mark. I'm a 100% scheduler. Do I believe I'm gonna get reduced? I don't know. My situation is different, and I'll be able to talk about that in another video and explain it to the full extent of what I'm going through, of what I was able to find out. It is about PTSD. It is my 5-year mark from when I got service connected for PTSD, and it's my 100% scheduler compensation and pension exam. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what goes on. My situation is completely different. But it's not been a day that I have not been a month or a day that I don't go through the motions. I go to my appointments. I see my psychologist. I see my psychiatrist. I do every other appointment for my back. Even throughout the pandemic, I was able to attend to appointments, even if there were telehealth, and the reason being is because I need them. I need these appointments. But again, my apologies for my absence. I'll get back to my audit in regards to another video. I will try combing through all the comments. There has to be a lot, but again, I apologize for those of you that have looked into me and hit me up, see how I'm doing. Thank you very much. I hope you guys are doing great. It's been a tough 3 years, but for you guys that I should have been there for you guys last year, especially through the pandemic, I hope you guys are doing 100% better than what you guys were last year. Please stay safe. Look after each other, and my apologies for not looking after you guys. Take care and have a good one. And please do me a favor, guys. Look after each other. All right. Take care. Bye bye.